All right, team, welcome to this explainer. Today we are breaking down your ultimate game plan for weeks 4 and 5 of the Lunchtime Activities Project. You've done all the heavy lifting and planning, and now it's finally time to run your events. Let's get you set up for a massive win, both on the field and with your assignments.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at 1. The pregame checklist, 2. Game time, 3. The science playbook, 4. The culture playbook, and 5. The final whistle.
Section 1. The pre-game checklist. Are you ready?
Look, before you even think about stepping onto that field to run your activity in week 4, we got to make sure your pre-game checklist from weeks 1 to 3 is totally locked in. If you haven't finalized your safety plan, secured teacher approval, and successfully run an approved test activity with your fellow ALP class members, you literally cannot start your main event. It's that simple.
And that brings us to another absolute non-negotiable. Your Week 3 promotion and communication work must be done. Have you marketed your event in at least 2 different ways, like posters or a Compass post? Are your registration systems actually set up? Because if nobody knows your activity is happening, nobody is going to show up to play.
Now, safety isn't just some boring paperwork you hand in and forget about. You are the leaders here. When you're out there, you are totally in charge of those students, and using your plans to keep them safe is your absolute #1 priority.
Section 2, Game Time, Running Activities.
This is the fun part. When you're running your event, you are the coach. That means the smooth setup and operation of the activity is entirely on your shoulders. You've got to enforce the rules, manage the safety of the players, and, this is crucial, collect feedback from your participants once the final whistle blows. Ask them how they enjoyed it.
But hey, it's definitely a juggle. You've got your on-the-field time, leading the event safely and getting that feedback, but you've also got your off-the-field downtime. You must manage that time to work on your major academic assignments. You won't be running activities every single day, so balancing your schedule here is absolutely key.
Section 3, the science playbook.
Let's crack open the science playbook. Even if your lunchtime activity is super low-key, like chess, you still need to pick a physical movement to investigate. You'll be using your PowerPoint logbook to dive into energy transfers, Newton's laws of motion, and drawing up a Sankey diagram, which is basically just a really cool visual way to show how energy flows.
So you'll need to come up with a testable question, like, does the mass of a ball change how far it can be thrown? Get your teacher's approval on that hypothesis, run some safe, real-world trials, and then map out your data using Excel. It's real movement and real data.
Section 4, the culture playbook.
Next up is the cultural side of things. Over this block, you'll be digging into the cultural origins of a sport, looking at how media stereotypes might actually influence who gets to play, and then designing an inclusion strategy. The whole goal is to make sure your lunchtime activity feels welcoming and respectful for everyone.
We've broken this massive humanities assignment down into bite-sized, easy-to-manage steps. You'll start with a 1-page summary on the history, write a quick 500-word article on media bias, apply a 200-word inclusion plan to your activity, and then bring it all together into a final argument.
And here is the best part. Your final cultural product doesn't even have to be some giant, boring essay. No way. You get to choose. You can design an awesome visual infographic, shoot a snappy 1 to 3 minute video, or put together a slick animated digital slideshow.
How can culturally informed, inclusive sporting activities increase participation in our school community? That is the million-dollar question your project needs to answer. You'll use evidence from your research to prove how we can smash through barriers and get way more students pumped to join in.
Section 5, the final whistle.
All right, listen up, because this is huge. All of your major assignments are due at the exact same time in week 5. All of them. They collide right at the finish line, so you absolutely cannot leave this until the last minute. Just to be crystal clear, that means your finished science logbook, your humanities and culture presentation, the intro to your physical and social well-being proposal, and your final reflection presentation must all be ready to go. I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, you've got the time if you play your cards right.
And that is exactly why your winning strategy has to be utilizing your downtime. Like we said, you won't be running an activity every single day. Using those gaps between your events to smash out these assignments is absolutely essential so you don't get swamped. Treat your off-field time just as seriously as your on-field time.
So, as we head into these exciting final weeks, here's my question for you.
What is your personal game plan for using that downtime to guarantee a massive win? Think about it. Get organized, stay safe out there, and let's go crush weeks 4 and 5.